Thanks so much for joining us. We're here in Andersonville, Tennessee with Sarah and Lex Spencer, giving us some information today about medical marijuana in Tennessee and some of the people that have now been dubbed marijuana refugees, if you will. We've got a couple right here. I just want to get some background for you guys. You know, in Tennessee, we're seeing lots of people actually make the decision to go ahead and uproot simply because of the real life medical issues like yourself. Yes. If you would just give us some background on that.
Okay, well, basically, I was diagnosed with interstitial cystitis, and that was about 2 years ago. And since then, it has been a downward spiral. The interstitial cystitis what that is the lining of my bladder is disintegrating. So, therefore, all the toxins that's in the urine seeps out and gets into the organs, and it causes all kinds of pain. In the small cases, it will cause pain that is related to feeling like you have a bladder infection, a really bad bladder infection, but it's not. And then the pain scale can go way up to what it is with me, which is I have pain from here all the way down to my knees, and sometimes it goes all the way down to my feet. And then I was diagnosed with another overlapping symptom of IBS. And then, of course, depression and anxiety comes along when you have a chronic pain.
How long ago did all this start with you?
It was about 2 years.
For the past 2 years?
Yeah. Okay. But I thought I had bladder infections a whole year before that, and they kept coming up as negative.
Gotcha. So you were seeing a doctor before that, and they had just
like, what's going on with me? Yeah, and then my back was hurting. Like, is there something? Is there kidney stone? It felt like I had a kidney stone, like painful kidney stone, and a bladder infection. So I went to the urologist, and I was in so much pain. And I told her like what all was going on. She asked a lot about my history and stuff, and she said, I think you may have IC, interstitial cystitis. I was like, what's that? You know, I've never heard anything like that. And she explained it to me and how devastating and the impact of life that it causes. Your life is pretty much, you have the lifestyle of somebody that's on dialysis. That's the lifestyle it is. I mean, it hurts so bad. I mean, I laid in bed in pain. I could not get up. I could not be a mother. I could not cook supper. I couldn't be a wife. I mean, it was total hell.
So what kind of treatments have been recommended for you to deal with it?
Okay, well, the urologist recommended first I do bladder installations, which is they put a catheter in, and then they inject some medication like lidocaine and some other things in it to kind of numb the pain. That was the first thing that they tried on me. I tried about 5 of them, and it didn't work. And it actually got worse there at the end, so I quit doing that.
So it was just like local injections, or how were they giving you lidocaine?
It was local, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, local through catheter.
Got catheterization.
Catheterization, yes.
So after that didn't work, what was tried?
Then they tried, we tried some herbs, aloe vera, Dimenos, you know, all that. Then we tried massage, we tried, who else have we been to? We tried a lot of alternative therapies. And then they did the hydrodistension on me.
What is that exactly?
Specialist. The hydrodistension is where they go in and they put you into surgery. You're under, and they go in, they blow up your bladder 3 times the size of its normal size. Wow. And it busts all the blood vessels, and then when your bladder shrinks, the lining is supposed to grow back. And it did not work for me. Some people it does work, and some people get them twice a year because it works and helped them, and it was worth it for them. But with me, it didn't.
So you tried that 3 separate times?
No, just once.
Just once.
He told me, he said, if it doesn't work the first time, it's not going to work the second time.
Gotcha.
So then we tried Elmeron.
What's that?
Elmeron is a medication that only works on 30% of patients. And it is a medication to regrow the lining of your bladder. And you have a lot of side effects with the medication. was the GI tract and the stomach, and I already had GI tract issues. So after I took the Omeron, now I am in excruciating pain throughout my whole abdominal cavity, my whole GI tract from my stomach. I mean, it's just awful. Every time I try to eat anything that's solid, it hurts so bad. I mean, I've lost so much weight. I've lost about 20 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
How,
I was 120. I'm 100 and actually I'm 100.5 right now.
Got you.
I just weighed this morning.
So how long has it been since you lost that weight?
About 2 months.
Wow.
2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
Got you. So they give you any medications to go along with kind of the side
Yeah.
effects, the primary medication?
Yes. I didn't mention the pain clinic.
Ah.
Pain clinic. That's the biggie. Pain clinic was pretty much one of the things that I had to reach out to right away because I couldn't get out of bed. So I went to the pain clinic and they tried me on the pain patch. I had severe depression from that. They tried me on Oxycontin. I had, it's awful, it didn't help the pain. Of course the patch didn't help the pain either. Oxycontin didn't help the pain. Then they tried me on morphine. Yes, morphine. I'm trying to remember the order. And morphine was like, oh my God, my pain, it's gone.
So it actually worked.
It worked.
Got you.
I was like ecstatic. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be able to go back to work. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be able to manage this.
Actually, we did go back to work.
Yeah, I did go back to work because I'd been on disability twice. And after about 9 months, I was actually morphing into another person. I was not, and he can explain this because I don't remember. I do not remember a lot of things from the time that I took morphine. And
Got you. So it really debilitates you. It
oh
changes
yeah.
things.
In a short-term memory, I just can't. I couldn't remember anything.
Mhm.
Do you want to kind of explain?
Just spiraled into a deep, deep depression and just turned into another person. I mean, just the side effects of it was is terrible. I mean, she was just irritable all the time.
Mean to the kids, like fussing at them, you know?
What was the main? Is it just something that I don't know changes the way you see things, or is it actually a discomfort that it causes you? What is it about morphine that's?
Oh, the morphine, I didn't realize it.
Yeah,
He
it's
did.
just a slow.
You don't see it when you're on morphine because you're so numb.
Got you.
And it is a slow progress. Like you said, you slowly slip down. What else are you going to say about the morphine?
What was the thing that broke you? Got to the breaking point where you decided no more morphine.
It was pretty much just, it came to a head where it was affecting our marriage.
Got you.
So that's when he explained to me, you know, you were not you.
So you had to kind of have a little intervention.
Him and my mom.
Got you.
Because I didn't realize it. So,
It was hard for. I mean, we noticed it, but it was just tension and just so many things because she wasn't being herself, and then finally we just realized that's what's doing it. You know, that we look back. Well, it's taking this morphine, and that's what's changed her into this, and we've got to get her off this.
that's when I came off of it. I came off of it by myself slowly.
It took about 3 months to come off of it.
Or withdrawals and those kind of
Withdrawals.
Very serious
Oh
withdrawals.
my gosh, yeah. Suicidal thoughts. I mean, it was like I was like 3 people at one time. 1 second I'd be somebody. Yeah. It causes so much pain. The pain when you come off of morphine is like 10 times worse than the pain before the morphine. And while I was on the morphine, it caused pain, which is the side effect of morphine. So they actually tried, while I was on morphine, they switched me to Roxy, Roxycodone, is that what it's called?
Wow.
Roxy something.
That's destroying lives. In Tennessee.
Yeah.
There's so many people.
Well, it didn't help
addicted.
my pain. So I was like, give me the morphine back, because that helped my pain better than the Roxy. And then that's when I quit. I just quit taking the morphine, because nothing was working. And
The morphine killed the pain, but then when the pain, when that wore off, of course that filters all through your body, that medicine, and I feel
Chemicals.
like all those chemicals were making her bladder hurt again. So she had to take more morphine.
I've always been very
And it's just
sensitive.
an endless cycle. You know, you take it to kill the pain, that wears off, and then by that time it's causing you pain. So you take it again, and it's not just take it when you hurt, it's a continuous cycle, and that's how she just spiraled into a deep, dark place.
Dark.
So what let you know about switching to marijuana? What brought that up for
A
you?
family member brought that up to me, and I was like, really? For pain? I was like, yeah, maybe for a headache or a cut or something, but my pain? There's no way. If morphine didn't help me, how would marijuana help me? So I started doing some research, and we found out that, wow, you know, all these testimonies and stuff about pain and about other things, that this could really help. And I'd always been sensitive to chemicals when I took medication, so this was just something that I knew I had to try. And that's when we flew out there, when it became legal recreationally, from January 4th to the 11th.
So I went out there the first week, huh?
Yeah, because of the plane ticket. We found an awesome deal. It was like $400 less that week than any other con that we looked at.
We were planning on going later, and we saw
Yeah.
that, and thought, hey, can't turn this down, so
Yeah.
we went out there right away.
Yeah, we would plan on going later because we were afraid they were going to run out. You know, but they didn't. And we went in there, and the bud tenders they knew exactly what strand that I would need for my pain. They gave me several different strands, and of course the indica worked the best, and it was called Cookies. And then they gave me some hybrids for during the day so that I could stay awake because the indica, you know, makes you tired. But we had found a recipe online that is for pain, and it's so that you don't have to smoke it, the marijuana as much.
Gotcha.
And so we bought a crock pot when we were in Colorado and some coconut oil, and we made this recipe, and we put it in capsules, and I started taking that, and that helped better than smoking. It helped the body pain like a lot longer and a lot better, but then I had breakthrough pain. That's when I had to smoke. It was for the breakthrough pain. But just digesting it really, really helped the pain.
Okay.
One of the things, these are some of the medications that the pain clinic had me try. They first tried me on the pain patch, and then they hydrocodone 10, Percocet, Oxy, Roxy, and morphine extended release and morphine instant release.
Gotcha. Did you get the shots of morphine or the pills?
It was the pills.
Gotcha. I've actually had experience with that when I had a tooth extraction done, 10 years ago, and they gave me the maximum dosage of morphine, but it was just for the one day, but again, it was a maximum dosage. Now, I don't know if you can see the difference between us. I'm 6'8", 370 pounds.
I'm 5'8", 100.5 pounds.
Yet the dosage of morphine that we received was actually the same.
All right, guys, please talk to your congressman, your legislative, anybody. We have got to get the Couser Kwan Medical Cannabis Act in Tennessee. We have so many families that are out there in Colorado where we are moving, mostly children, and we need to get these families back. And we need medical marijuana so that we can save this state from the downward spiral of the pain medication epidemic.